It is a pleasure to have some of the fighters here from EFN 6. And the first one we're going to talk with tonight is Andrew, who had a wonderful performance. And he really electrified the whole place. He came in aggressively, and we saw him in training.
Yes, we did.
We saw him, he was working out, pulling the rope weights, and was just aggressive from the start to the entrance to the fight and afterwards. And a real gentleman outside the ring and a heck of an athlete in the ring.
Mm-hmm. It was the first fight, too, and it's usually quite difficult because everybody's still sitting and eating.
Yeah.
But people got up and
they really did.
Into it.
They really did. His first fight, but certainly not his last. Please welcome to the stage, Andrew. Have a seat. Have you fully recovered from your exertions in the ring?
Yep, everything's better. Nothing's too broken.
No?
Yeah, all good.
Were you sore right afterwards?
The next day was pretty sore, yeah. The next day there were pieces that hurt that I wasn't expecting to. So.
Really? For example, where were the pieces that hurt?
Especially the neck for some reason. Yeah, it felt like I'd been punched in the head or something.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I can't quite put my finger on why that would be.
It's like a whiplash you get.
Yeah,
I felt like I needed a neck brace last year for
So is
about
it just
3 days.
the back of the neck from this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or I wonder, how about the front from trying to hold your head in place? Did that happen too? Were you sore in front too?
I think it was pretty much all the way around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
In your upper body. Yeah.
But now, it was your first fight.
Yes.
So had you done anything similar athletically to this before?
For a long time, actually, even like since high school, I was pretty interested in like fighting or martial arts.
Yeah.
So I trained in like Taekwondo all the way sort of as a teenager, sort of early 20s, and did a little bit of like Japanese Kyokushin karate here.
Okay.
But I never really did much sort of competition-wise.
I see. It was mostly just doing the kata and the routines and such, but not
Yeah.
punching and being punched.
There was some punching and being punched, but a lot of it was all sort of to the body, and it was quite a few years ago, so
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
definitely out of practice.
That's so neat, though, that later in life, you get into your career, you're kind of going to work and going home, and then to find something like this, did it add a whole dose of electricity to your daily life?
It was fantastic. Just the motivation every day,
Yeah.
for the months leading up to the fight. It was fantastic.
Well, that's what I want. Now, where are you from?
From Australia,
Where in Australia?
Adelaide.
Ooh, South Australia.
Oh, you know Adelaide. Nice.
Well, I'm saying, I know the map. I know where it is.
All right.
What is it? Adelaide? What is it? What's the
Adelaidean.
Adelaidean.
Yes.
A true Adelaidean in the house. Adelaidean. Now, are Adelaideans known for fighting or aggressive sports at all?
Only on Friday night.
I see. One of those.
Yeah.
We've got our man Shane is from the roughest part of Australia. Can you guess?
We're from Bendigo.
Golden Territory.
Okay.
He's from Alice. Now,
Nice.
those guys know how to brawl on a Friday night, according to Shane.
Yeah. Dangerous place.
Anyway, so you're born and raised in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Wow. And what first brought you to Japan, even?
I came to Japan about 6 years ago, actually. First thing was I married the wrong woman.
Let's pause. Now we're getting somewhere.
That's what they all
Finally,
say.
I was wondering when we'd break the ice and really get to something we can sink our teeth into. Married the wrong woman. Wow. Can you describe her for us? In fighting terms.
In fighting terms, that's easy, but in terms of the safe for this, probably not.
I see. Is she Australian or Japanese?
She's Japanese.
And that's what brought you here.
Yeah.
Or I thought maybe you married the wrong woman there and had to flee Adelaide.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no.
Could have been, but no.
Married a Japanese woman, came to Japan.
Came here, that's right.
And then, or shall we just move on? How you got involved in fighting? What's the rest of the story?
Quit prying.
Let's
get back to boxing.
Okay, but I just can't help but see some kind of connection with boxing. I mean, come on, bro. No.
Give her right straight.
All right, married the wrong woman, came to Japan, sort of falling out. You're on your own, working now. And how did you first hear about EFN?
Actually, the company I'm working at now, one of the guys, he was a fighter in EFN 2 or 3.
Oh, a while back. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And so even though it was a couple of years ago, he still relives his glory days in the office every day, like it was last week.
Yeah.
So we kind of heard about it quite a bit. So myself and one of the other guys from work, we decided, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. And you both did it this year.
We did. We both got in and we both fought.
Wow. Wow. That, look, I've got some photos of that night, just how aggressive the fighting was. And these aren't even professional shots. But I mean, look at that, getting in the ring. And how did you feel when you first got in there and your coach gave you that last shoulder rub, and then off you go to punch and be punched? Do you, and Jackie, you said that you kind of blank out.
Yeah. You don't hear anybody. Did you hear anybody?
No.
You're just you and your opponent, and it's really strange.
Yeah.
In the same experience?
Absolutely. I remember not remembering hearing my walking music. Was just going in and just staring at Tobias in the ring. Okay.
I'm just pausing to think, what can I remember that I don't remember in my life? That's a fascinating concept, Andrew. We're going to come back to that at a later date. But so you remember not remembering your walking music, like, wow, suddenly I'm here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it really was a different mode.
It was just really, really in the zone, yeah. Afterwards, people are telling me, like Jan and Steve, my other corner coach, and Shiori, my girlfriend, we're all in the corner. Apparently, they're all yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
Didn't hear a word they said.
No.
Is that because you mostly heard only my voice, or?
Yeah, absolutely. It was.
Maybe that was a possibility. I was there, for the record. I was there.
It's like you're a deer in headlights. You
Yeah.
sit there and you know what's going on and you know what you have to do, but you keep your breathing under control and you're trying to think, okay, what combinations? But
Sure.
everybody's screaming your name
Yeah.
But you don't hear it. It's
Well,
scary.
that's what I'm wondering about. All the training, and I saw some of it for you, but just a fraction. But nonetheless, you've got the move. You've got, okay, I'm gonna hit with a hook and do an uppercut, and you've got the routines you've tried. But then you're in the ring, you're facing your opponent. Does all that go away? Wasn't it Mike Tyson that said everybody's got a plan until they're punched in the face?
Yeah.
Was that how it went?
I think I retained about 10% of what I trained to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah. It's very strange
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah.
But I mean, I suppose the point of training is that you create an instinct. So
Yeah.
you're not thinking, next I'll do my 1-2 combo. It just comes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently it did so for you, since the outcome was
Yeah,
pretty good.
was it that 10%? He did his job.
Good. It was a fantastic fight. It really was. And you're already in for next year.
Yep, definitely keen.
Okay, good for you. And thanks for coming in tonight. We have you on other segments of the show, so you haven't seen the last of Andrew, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
You bet. Cheer for Andrew, the Adelaidean, my favorite gentleman, the Adelaidean.